people of the internet. My name is Howard, and today I'm bringing you guys another one of my video game commentaries. And since it's Tuesday, it's Tactical Tuesday, where I take you guys into my mind, tell you guys what I'm thinking, the strategy and tactics of the game at hand. So, if you guys don't know, I'm using my FC Barcelona slash Bundesliga hybrid, in which the majority of the Bundesliga are just FC Bayern. As striker, I had Luis Suarez and Lewandowski. In the midfield, I had Neymar, Cesc Fabregas, Schweinsteiger, Arjen Robben, and in defense, I have Jordi Alba, PK, Jerome Boateng, Piszczek, and in goal, I have the great Marc-Andre Ter Stegen of Barcelona. And in this game, I thought it was going to be pretty tough based on my opponent and his team, because it's just a really solid BPL team with Suarez and Costa up front, Sturridge and Juan Mata in the cam positions, Gerrard and Yaya Toure in the CDMs, and just a solid defense in the back. So I was afraid that this game would just be a really difficult one. And so, as the game starts here, the other team, they're just passing it around. It seems that they don't really have a plan, and I was just able to cut that off with Piszczek really nicely. And I just messed up that entire line of play. I had so many opportunities. I just passed it down the line, not expecting Luis Suarez to stop right before I passed it. And just a piece of advice for you guys when you're playing like defense, a lot of people, they just try to run at you. So if you just give them a little bit of space, they oftentimes either don't know what to do with it or just run straight into your defender. And that's just the best thing to do. And it's always just really good to know what your players are good at. And here I know that Neymar is really good at crossing, and Lewandowski's head, it's just made to put the ball in the back of the net. As you can see from this replay right here, which should show up right now, Neymar with his 5-star weak foot still able to bring it in, and Lewandowski got solid contact with his forehead, driving it into the back of the net. But yeah, it's just really good to just pick your moments on defense and to not just go all in immediately, but rather to just give them space. When you find an opportunity that you could possibly do something, then you go. And here I was trying to be a little bit cheeky, trying to run straight at his defense, because sometimes that works. But Luis Suarez, you have to take it slow, because I mean he's not a pacey striker like a guy like Sturridge or Aguero or Messi. He's just really skilled with his 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. He's just, I guess, just a really skilled player. And he's not really pacey. And so here I'm just trying to build up the play down the wing, but I just chose to cut it back in and make some passes. And of course there, I just pass it off away again because I underjudge Lewandowski's speed, because he's just a really similar striker to Luis Suarez, like with like very similar skill set, in which you just have to play smart and not just try to, I guess, pace abuse. And I don't know, the rest of this half, I just keep trying to do over the top through balls that just don't always end up working. However, on defense, even though PK is pretty slow, I mean, if you're good at just like making sure he's in position, then it's just really good. Oh, and another thing. So if you guys saw right there, I threw the ball out to the side with Ter Stegen, and I choose to never throw it right down the middle, because as you guys might see later on in this gameplay, bad things happen when you just try to force the ball up the middle. Whenever you have things like, I don't know, goal kicks, or if the goalie just catches the ball, just try to play it out to the wings, because that way you still have your 2 center backs down the middle, who the opponent would have to beat in an effort to score. But here, it was just a really bad misjudge by me. I'm just lucky that Ter Stegen was able to make that nice save. But hey, the Barcelona boys, I mean, you should always count on them. And there, if I were smart, I would have tried to cut it outside, but of course I just tried to run it straight at the defense. Since at the time when I recorded this, I was still just like really used to using Obama with his 95 pace. I mean, overall for that half, it was pretty solid. However, I had so many opportunities that I just went terribly because I couldn't get the last pass off. But it was good because I had the one shot on target, which of course was the goal. I had 54% possession, which was of course, like that's all you could ask for, like to have more possession than the opponent, because soccer is a game of not only time, but it's just a battle of who has the ball, because the opponent obviously can't score if they don't have it. So in this half, my goal is just to capitalize on my opportunities more and to just play smarter. My opponent brought in Fellaini for Steven Gerrard, although he's in real life he's definitely worse than Stevie G. He just has a pretty good head on his shoulders. And I guess that goal by Lewandowski like forced him to put him in. And here, I was trying to do something similar as my first goal, just trying to force it onto Lewandowski's head. But of course, as you guys saw, it didn't work. But yeah, just trying to get pretty like quick and strong defenders is like what the most important thing in this game, because Boateng with his 85 pace is faster than a lot of strikers. I'm pretty sure he's faster than Luis Suarez, but that goal by Arjen Robben was a thing of absolute beauty. Cutting it inside to his strong left foot, rifling it right at the goalie's left, and although he got to it, Robben had so much power on that kick that he was only able to deflect it marginally, and it still went into the back of the net. If that's not an amazing goal, I honestly don't know what is. But here, my opponent's just trying to run at me with Fellaini, trying to be a little bit sweaty, since sometimes there's like a glitch in the game where it's just really easy to run at somebody right off kickoff. And see, as you guys just keep on seeing, my opponent and I just can't get that final pass through. We just keep trying to force it right down the middle, force it to our strikers, who aren't like the quickest players ever. As you guys just saw there, I did it yet again. But yeah, it's just smart to just make sure to, right before you press the pass button, to just make sure your striker hasn't stopped moving, and that you just know what your striker's good at, whether they're pacey or skilled, or just like amazing finishers or things like that. But yeah. Um, Here, if I were smart, I would have done an LBY pass. It would have been perfect. But I just chose to try to get a long shot out with Suarez, but they got a last-minute tackle, which made me so mad. But hey, um, I guess it was just good on them. And there, I just did a quick LBY clearance and just try to push the ball down the field. I'm just trying to play it down the wing, play it through my strikers, and here Arjen Robben had an amazing chance, but the opponent somehow, some way, was able to block it, and I got a corner out of it. And I don't know, I guess corners just aren't my forte yet, because I'm not the greatest at just like being able to time just like how much power to put on the perfect angle yet. And so that's just something I'm still trying to work on. And these last minute tackles are just killing me. Dang, it just makes me so mad. But I mean, hey, it's part of the game. Slide tackles and those types of things. So that's all you can like. I mean, you have to use them if they're given to you. And there, with the nice last-ditch tackle and clearance, but it was right back to my opponent in a dangerous area with Fellaini. But of course, Piqué, the FC Barcelona Spaniard, was able to get it back. And there, I guess my opponent, he was trying to slide tackle, but since he was on the ball, X is also the same button as cross or lob. So that's what must have happened, giving me this free corner, which, of course, as you guys can see right here, I don't capitalize yet again, but at least this time it was on target. So just a lot closer. But yeah, this is the goal that I want to show you guys. Never throw the ball right down the middle, especially when there's a striker there. And if you are a striker, just try to stand between the keeper and his defenders, because that way you have a much higher chance of trying to intercept the ball. And so here, my opponent was just trying to get a cheeky corner of his own, but from that shot he didn't. And I was just wanted to play it safe. I guess not really safe. At first I was like hoping to make a skill run with my keeper, but then I was like, nah, I want to keep the clean sheet, so I just passed it off to Fabregas, and that was just an amazing 3-0 win, in which I got 57% overall, so I must have gotten 60% possession for the second half. And through my first 3 games of Division 2, I actually got 7 points. So 2 wins and a draw, which was absolutely amazing form. So this is all for today's commentary. If you guys liked it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Just make sure this has been Howard with another commentary. Don't go change it.